Hello? There we go. Just volume. Default. I think we're good to go. Paimon's not stuttering. A mail. Reminder for the Tanuki quest, which we are doing right now. Are you gonna say something, Zhongli?
Add ass.
Add ass. Okay, so we need to go somewhere else. Over here. Oh, right at the teleport. So we're going to finish the Tanuki quest here. With, Ichiboshi? Is that what his name was? Kichiboshi? There's a K at the beginning. Kichiboshi? Kichiboshi. Please. But we're gonna... I think there's a couple more areas to visit, and that'll be it for the event. And then we're gonna try to progress the story a little more. Maybe unlock a new island. Off stream, I was able to drop the barrier on that one island. Apparently, it wasn't story related. It was quest related, though. But it's a daily sort of quest, which it's going to take a full week to actually complete. So it's still dangerous to be there. Oh, I'm gonna have to read for this. Ooh, the sea here is pretty. Eh? Dioa Marsh is in the sea. Its waters are connected to the sea, though. That's true, but it still feels wrong to call Dioa Marsh the sea. Not really understanding sea and not the sea. What's the difference? Large-scale body of water beyond the... Yeah, I'm sure they'll understand that. These concepts are all man-made constructs. They don't have inherent meaning. So Kichiboshi thinks to be an adeptus, so is an adeptus? Hey, don't listen to her, Kichiboshi. What in the world are you talking about? But though it was kind of messy, you had a good point. You can become any kind of bucket Tanuki you want to be, Kichiboshi. Who knows, you might even become a Tanuki adeptus. A Tanuki adeptus, yay! That issue aside, though, is it just Paimon or is Kichiboshi getting better at speaking? According to what Iori said before... Iori did say something about this before he left. What did Iori say again? I am the renowned Bakadanuki Iori. No, that's not it. Ooh, I do so wish to scratch mine belly. Oh, that's not it either. Paimon good at imitator. Very funny. As we get more used to Kichiboshi's aura... Oh yeah, that's right. The more we get are used to Kichiboshi's aura, the better we'll be able to understand him. And training, Kichiboshi going with Chrono and Paimon, learning lots of new things. Paimon's a good guide, huh? Companions who adventure together, grow together. Companions. The best of companions. This is or isn't a sea is very pretty. The tall, tall house beyond it is very pretty too. Help Kichiboshi taking a photo? Leave it to me. Alright, I need to, re-equip the camera with a K. Oh, it's already equipped. Oh, I don't need to equip it. Is this not good? Okay. Wanted to get a good picture. Like, they want me to have it, like, very small in the background. And it's done. Next up, how about this, Kichiboshi? Have you ever gone fishing? Fishing? Looks like you haven't. Alright then, let's head for the water's edge. Yay! Best boy. Oh, hey, don't just run off. He's gone already. Why? Hang on. Chrono. What's happening, Kichiboshi? Oh. Wait, are we fighting these things?
Take cover! solidified.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Oh, I thought we were going to have more show up. Ooh, why? Come on, Kichiboshi, why did you just charge straight up into the Hilichurl stronghold? Thought we could play. Why? The Hilichurls are dangerous monsters. I wouldn't call them dangerous. They're truly perilous. Hey, there's no need to scare them either. When we first met Chinju Forest... That's right, weren't you hiding in the form of some other object while being surrounded by Hilichurls? When we first met, I'm thinking... Ooh, yes. Din was playing... Oh, there you are. Din was playing hide-and-seek with the Hilichurl. Forest Hilichurls do not attack Bakadunuki. They play with us often. So you've developed a harmonious relationship? Not knowing why the Hilichurls here are like this, Either way, you need to be more careful out here. Even when it comes to Hilichurls, well, especially when it comes to Hilichurls. This is getting complicated. You explain, Chrono. You need to differentiate between the good people and the bad. Yep, that's how you can protect yourself in the future. But don't forget to keep a good and open heart. Yep, that's right. That'll help you enjoy the good things in life. Chrono and Paimon say complicated things Kichiboshi not understand. But Kichiboshi knows you're good people, so Kichiboshi learn. Alright, enough of that for now. Time to learn how to fish from Chrono. Fishing! Okay. Is there actually a fishing spot over here? There is. I'm gonna mark that on the map. Is there eggs in this? Always these trees. Oh, I do have a pin here. It just wasn't showing up on the map. I wish pins showed up on the map. It's a wonder they don't. Haha, this place looks pretty good. Kichiboshi wants to play with water. Hey, not now. You'll scare the fish away. You teach Kichiboshi the basics of fishing. Try to keep these simple. Yeah. Got it? Fish! Haha, fish are silly. Get tricked by food. That sounds like Paimon. Hey, come on! Well, everyone likes gourmet food. Well then, Chrono, time to show Kichiboshi what you can do. Catch 3 fish? Easy peasy. That'll do. Well, maybe I'll do it correctly. Alright. Yeah, I'm relearning how to fish.
Yeah, you nearly got him.
Forgetting that there's voice acting for fishing. Or at least there's grunts.
You've got it! You got it! What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
God, no.
Yeah, you nearly got it! What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
That's it. We're done. Why not go into water to catch a fish? I do that sometimes. Some fish can't be caught that way. It might be quite troublesome, but it's more interesting this way. This is also a form of training. Some fish can't be caught that way. That's right, fishing is a great way to train. You tried, Kichiboshi. In the end, Kichiboshi is the one to try fishing. I suspect that he doesn't catch much of anything. Being damp at all kind of sucks, but it was a pretty fun to play in the water. Kichiboshi is very happy, but fishing is hard. Yep, but if you do learn to fish, you might make some unexpected friends someday, right? That's true. Yet the food expenses might increase as a result. Come on! Hard to understand, but Kichiboshi understands. Playing with Chrono and Paimon is very fun. Chrono and Paimon are Kichiboshi's good friends. Training is great. Oh yeah, speaking of which, Iori's goal was to take Kichiboshi to 8 places to train. Dragon Spine, Guyun Stone Forest, Mondstadt, Liyue Harbor, Mount Hulao. We finished most of your training already. That's true. So where should we go next? I'll leave that decision to you. That's not something Paimon hears from you often. Alright then, leave this to Paimon. Leave it to Paimon. I believe we can... get this quest now. Why don't we bring Kichiboshi to Lua Pool? Seems like there's a lot more interesting places to go in Liyue than Mondstadt. Mondstadt is like, yeah, just go to one place. This is a super special view. Super special awesome. So much water. Super special colors. You two sound like you could be siblings. But it is very special, isn't it? How would you describe it? Like cryo? Like animo? I would describe it like hydro, if anything. Animo, I guess. What's that even supposed to mean? But this place really is special, Chrono. Do you remember the first artist from before? Vermeer, you mean? That's right, that's him. Didn't we help him place those glowing pearls into the two giant statues? Yeah, those giant statues right there. He even gave us a painting afterward. Is this what you're looking for? It should be here. Come have a look, Kichiboshi. Yeah. Very alike. Is it photo? No, someone drew this. But if people have photo, why drawing? Huh, actually, why is that? Suppose people have a desire to make something that is uniquely theirs. Cameras are pretty expensive, you know. Huh, that sounds reasonable. Something that you draw yourself has much more sentimental value. That's true. Drawing something out brushstroke by brushstroke is pretty hard. Then is taking photos of me easy, not hard, and not sentimental? No, that's not it. Drawing takes a long time, you know? It's pretty tiring. That's right. If we spend too long drawing, your legs might fall asleep on you from all that standing still. When I was sealed in stone, always standing. So when freed from seal, a long time later, legs very sore. That sounds very painful. But Paimon can flip-flap. Legs won't be sore. Hey now, floating's a full-body exercise. It's super tiring. Ooh, fire flower. Uh-huh. Hey, are you listening or what? A flaming flower, you mean? That's true. Chinju Forest doesn't have any flaming flowers at all. Do you want one, Kichiboshi? Yes, looks very warming. Then you better ask Chrono nicely. Chrono wants. Thank you. Do all Pocket Tanuki talk like this? I mean, I already have, like, so many. I have 279. I'm not going down there to get one. And climbing back up. So warm. If we had a flaming flower at Dragon Spine, would be good. He's got a point. We should probably have gone better prepared. I mean, I have like 200 in my pocket. Do I not stay warm on the mountain because of that? Paimon, if we had a very big flower, could we make the snowy mountain have no snow? Probably not. We could take Ichiboshi to see a very big flaming flower. Wait, I mean the Pyro Registine, of course. Alright then, guess that's Kichiboshi's training for today. We're gonna, like, go have a look at a boss? Okay, they want to fight.
Gather!
Delve into destiny.
Stabilize!
Let's light it up! Shadows of...
This is order!
I'm going in! Decided by destiny!
This should kill.
Fire, hands on fire!
So trying to explain something as clearly as you can to a child. Or some Oonga Boonga caveman, yes. Give Dactyl. So big, so hot, amazing to have big fire flower. Right, ooh, also, hang on a moment, Kichiboshi, let's take a photo. Is it in this steaming hot place? That's the whole point? Okay. How is this a correct? You can't fucking see it. Does that count? Okay, it does. Ooh, so hot. I guess now you know, Kichiboshi? Know what, Paimon? Can you imagine if we had to draw you? And that's why we chose to take photos instead. It's not that we don't care, it's precisely because we care about you that we decided to save time. Oh, so that's what you're intending to do. Ridiculous. You're not wrong, but it's still way too hot in here. Understood. Photo good. So, hot. Let's take the heat source out. The quicker the better. Oh, they want me to fight it? Okay, different party though. Yeah, fighting a fire monster with 2 fire people in the party is not the way to go. Turns out. Having dual shields though.
Can't handle your drink. Let me scribe.
Order guide you.
Shadows of fate.
Get shield up.
Stabilize.
Look at you, food down. Let me scribe.
Keep back.
Written in the stars.
This is order.
Whoops.
Think you can bully me? Delved into destiny. Ha! Yeah! Fate is upon you.
Gather.
Yeah, I'm just like fucking taking advantage of having so many shields.
Shadows of fate. Can't handle your drink.
Keep back.
I'm not going to collect from this because that would use some stamina, which I'm going to use for other shit. Where'd he go? Higher? Is he up there? No, he's up the path. Just don't see him. That's where'd he go? Chrono is so strong. I'm so-so. Chrono and Paimon fight often? Come to think of it, the goal of our journey is to help you find your lost relative, but we always wind up in fights along the way. It's fine, I quite like fights. Well, that's nice and all, but there's better hobbies out there for sure, right? When I become Great Bake Danuki, we'll become as strong as Chrono. You'd be a nice recruit. You can do it for sure, but you've got to promise Paimon. Yes, Paimon? Well, even if you become a powerful Bake Danuki like Iori, promise you won't bully those weaker than you, or pick fights whenever you want. Don't be like that big fiery flower that started spewing flames the moment it saw Chrono. Then when is fighting okay? When it's self-defense, when you need to protect others, when you need to stand up for what's right. Not really understanding, but I promise Paimon, no bullying weak people, not picking fights. That's a good boy, Kichiboshi. Next up, this should be the final stop out of the 8 that Iori set down. What if you get to recruit Kichiboshi later on as a party member? Let's not get our hopes up. though. Yeah, I had a feeling Dragon Spine was going to be one of these places. Didn't know if it was going to be the last one. Why would you even make me hope? The city is very big, but feels grim. We came here before with a lot of companions, and we fought a battle against Storm Terror. Is Storm Terror a large, sharp-toothed, scary dragon with flip-flap wings? He was quite lovely, actually. You still remember that Animo Archon statue we saw in Mondstadt? Animo Archon statue? The big, tall stone statue. Yes, Animo Archon had big hands. Storm Terror is the Archon's good friend. Long ago, the Animo Archon was from the city, too. Ooh. But if Storm is so big, how does he get in here? You know, this question feels familiar. It's Storm Terror? Paimon knows this one. That's because he doesn't walk in. Ooh, Kichiboshi knows. Storm can fly. Does not need walking. How? Paimon, you seem a little unhappiness. We can talk about that later. First off, let's take a photo. Alright, stand still now. Kichiboshi, stand straight. Very nice. What's wrong, Kichiboshi? This is a grim city, very sad. Don't know why. Strange. Feel the same way. Next up, let's head into the center of this city. Well, I ain't walking. Kichiboshi would probably be a 4-star. Oh boy, I'm gonna fucking hit a wall and die, aren't I? Yeah, that would have been death. Excuse me.
Solidified.
Oh, I do take damage from that.
Shake it and stir.
Solidified.
Gonna switch my party back. It's not a terrible party, but it's not the one with the most damage going on. Perhaps I should have just walked. Sorry. Did I take fall damage? I think I might have. Excuse me.
Adventure time.
Order guide you.
Everybody stand back.
It's gonna heal.
Stabilize.
Might as well look at this chest.
We could do with some more fortune.
Could do with a way out of here. Ah, fuck it. Well, that was a good waste of time. I think the point of this was to show you that there is a giant wind wall that you can't get past. I was like, then what's the point? But I think that is the point. The wind. Strong. We can't pass through these storm walls. We've got to go around. Easy now, Kichiposhi. Just follow us around. A long time ago, the city... They couldn't enter or leave. Why would they be sad, being sealed in the city? Finally, the city folk left the walls of wind, just like how you escaped your seal. Yay, great. What's happening next? Hey, careful. The roads aren't very good here. What? Below?
Solidify!
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Climb up! And stay up! Said it was down. Yeah, no climb. Okay. I like how they have a little bit of wind on the wall so you can't actually climb. There's too many cracks on this for me to trust Mona to climb it. I didn't see this. This wasn't here before, for sure. This light wasn't there before. Long time after. Oh god, they're doing storyline as we go up. Oh. Paimon fought Storm. Was he a bad dragon? No, he isn't. Paimon didn't fight shit. We'll be there soon. We're finally here. The view's much better up here. Look over there. That's the spot where we came from. Paimon likes high spots, You can see everything from these vantage points, and they're good for gliding, too. You know what they say about idiots and smoke? What? That's not what this is about. You can see everything from up here, and the air is great, too. Does Storm sleep here? Yep, for a really long time, too. Even though Chrono fought Storm Terror, he's not a bad dragon. He just experienced something terrible, got hurt, and was tricked by bad people, so he thought that his friend, the Anemo Archon, no longer needed him. Then what happened? After that, huh? Do you remember? I purified his poisoned blood during our battle. But the platform we were battling on collapsed. At first, it looked like we and the Anemo Archon were going to fall into that deep, dark place. Eek! That's horrible! What did you do? Did you fly away? Dvalin saved us, and he bore us away. That's Storm Terror's name. Storm Terror actually had a name of his own, just like Kichiboshi, Paimon, and Chrono, and his name is Dvalin. At first, Dvalin was injured and tricked by some bad people, so he was very angry. That's why he attacked Mondstadt, because everyone thought he was a bad dragon, they called him Storm Terror. Later, we beat those bad people and helped the Anemo Archon purify the blood that was tainting him. That was when he realized that the Archon hadn't abandoned him. Ooh, so Storm became good again! Stop saying bad dragon. Exactly, and that's why Paimon brought you here for training today. It was to tell you the story of Dvalin. Don't forget to hydrate. When you grow older, you'll be also be misunderstood, get hurt, and experience sad things. But you mustn't become a bad person because winds change their course. And someday they will blow towards a brighter future. Hmm? Is that a bit tough to understand, Kichiboshi? Understand, but also not really. But Kichiboshi knows that it is something important, while not forgetting what Paimon and Chrono say. Heh, then at least our long storytelling session didn't go to waste. Whatever the case, make sure you don't become too playful or cheeky. That might get you sealed sometime in the future. Looks like this round of your training is drawn to a close. There's no need to be sad. Smile as we go back, or you'll make Iori sad, too. Alright then, guess we gotta do our jobs as guides one last time, huh? Now then, time to bring Kichiboshi back to Iori. Let's go, Kichiboshi. I mean, that is how a caveman Unga Bunga talk would say, like a bad dragon. They would say that. Oh, there's just Tanuki here. Oh, this must have been one that I didn't solve earlier. Boy, that takes a while. Wow, a handkerchief. Kind of wish you would get like a treasure chest for having to follow them around everywhere. We're back, Iori. Ooh, you finally returned. How has Kichiboshi's training gone? Squelch, squelch, kapow! Haha, good, good. Oh, brother, we can't understand Kichiboshi anymore. We even took a lot of photos. Have a look, Iori. Show all the photos you took. Also tell about your adventures. And that's how we completed your request, to take Kichiboshi to 8 places to train. Good, very good. As might be expected of humans, I had mine eye on. If you were also Tanuki, you would be great and renowned indeed. Perhaps half as great as when I put together. That's not super impressive. But since we've completed the task, we should probably leave now. Oh, don't be like that. Come on, Kichiboshi. Paimon's gonna teach you one more thing. When you say goodbye to friends, you should see them off with a smile. That way you'll be even happier when you meet them again. Alright, sure. Leave it to me. Kichiboshi says, got it, White Fur. Does this mean Kichiboshi's lost his ability to speak? We've lost the ability to understand Kichiboshi's speech? It's been some time. The effects of the Tanuki meal must have worn off. If I were free from this stone seal, it would be a thing of ease to have you understand Tanuki speech all the time. Of course, I will pass it on. Kichiboshi, train hard. Become a strong Baka Tanuki like Iori. Haha, that's quite the boast, you little rascal. Reminds me of myself when I was your age. Then White Fur and Yellow Fur no eat Baka Tanuki food. Understand Kichiboshi. We'll be waiting, Kichiboshi. We'll come train with you next time, too. Good luck, Kichiboshi. We'll be waiting, Kichiboshi. We'll come train with you next time. Yeah, don't get sealed by humans now. Ah, forget it. I shall not pursue this matter, considering that you did take Kichiboshi out to train. Ah, if only you too were Tanuki. Wouldn't we be turned to stone already then? Oh, true. Well then, off you go now. I have little magic to teach Kichiboshi. So, now I got Stone Tachi Kichichiro, the stone likeness of the great and ancient Bakutanuki Gichiro. According to Bakutanuki stories, the whimsical Gichiro could transform himself into a mirage with a radius of over 50 kilometers from his body. With a radius of over 50 kilometers from his body. Sufficient to turn Kanazuka into a giant concert. Of course, this is just an ordinary statue and is not the sealed form of any Bakutanuki. After all, Gichiro precedes Iori's sealing by Kamuna. Iori's following Tsukumo's famous trail, and even the days of Tsukumo himself. Of course, these are just Bakutanuki tales, so it's likely that the ratio of truth to exaggeration is similar to that of a drop to an entire ocean. Okay, so the reward is a statue? You don't get one of these ones where they're all on all fours. It's just the standing up one. Also, where is Kichiboshi? Oh, there he is. Oh, I found a glitch. No. Can I not talk to Kichiboshi, though? Yeah, I can't talk to him. He's just up here. I guess that's the end of that quest line, then. Why do you shake? Alright, I guess on to the next story quest, then. Oh, I should have access to this thing now. Let's give a little look around this area now that I've gotten rid of the shield, but I want to try to find the entrance to that shrine, if possible. So yeah, off stream I blasted this this place with cannons, so now you can see, or now you can get to the inner part of it. So this is gonna be like right below us, right? Not there. Whoa! I was out of stamina when I jumped. Let's just teleport up there real quick. Because, that was... I was like, what is going on? My glider is not working. Okay, definitely grab this and go down there, because I think I need to glide backwards in order to get this little electro dealy. Let's get my stamina back. Gotta be careful of that. There it is. Alright, so this entire area has got just a bunch of fucking electro that hurts you. There's gotta be like some underground way to get to this thing, though. This thing keeps you from getting damaged, but not by a lot. It's definitely underground. My guess is it would be over here somewhere. It's like 600 damage every couple seconds. It's pretty hefty. Oh. It's a good thing I have Mona for this, huh? Oh, I can't do this in the water, huh? That's fun. That's fun. Tricked me. Thought I had to do the... Yep, they tricked me. Well... Yeah, why don't we just drown while we're at it? Shields don't protect you from it either. Just wanted to see if this puzzle would actually open this door up, but I think it's just to get some treasure, maybe? Oh, it's just a switch? Oh, I need gate keys. Well, that's not looking like it's going to happen. What is this? Lightning struck tree is a plant that counteracts Bale Thunder. Stand near this mystical tree to avoid being harmed by Bale Thunder. Oh, so I'm protected from the general fuckery of this place. But for how long? Not that long, apparently. Okay, we'll do this real quick, and then we'll try this story, because I'm having a feeling this is going to be a lot of... This will probably be a safer place to explore once I've actually cleansed this place. Let's get another one of these before we're going. There we go. Yeah, oh, they don't appear until you get the last one. That's fucking... Okay, I was like, what? I didn't see any to the left before. What the hell? Wow, I guess you just gotta be pretty damn quick. Okay. One more time. This time, I mean... Am I supposed to have a boat here? Is that the fucking point? I don't think I can get a boat in here. Okay. Wait for a little bit, but not for the full thing. Got 6 more. I'm running out of stamina. Really quickly. Okay, this should be enough. 2, 1. enough stamina, but not enough time. Fucking hell. Nope. Need to put food on the menu. Maybe need to use stamina items. That's... I mean, it's possible, but you can't, like, consume stamina items while dashing. I think if I just don't worry about health, I'll maybe be able to do it faster, but... Oh, fuck. That's not a good start. This almost seems like I have to have a boat for this. Okay, just wait for it to fully charge and then we'll go. Need all the stamina here. Barely. Oh, it's a fancy chest. That makes sense.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Oh boy. Okay. Sir?
The insolence shall be punished. Take cover! Let me scry. See?
Stabilize.
Shadows of fate.
Oh, I'm getting fucking melted right now by the electro shit. There we go.
My reckoning.
Shocking. Positively shocking. Okay. Revive.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Delve into destiny.
Solidify.
Seems fair that these guys aren't getting affected by it.
Take cover.
Solidify. I will have order.
Everybody stand back.
Now she has to recharge her shit because she died.
Written in the stars. This isn't good. Cross over. It's out of my sight.
Gather.
Let me scry Her Majesty's gift. This body belongs to
Yeah, we'll get this.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Decided by destiny.
Alright, that should heal us a good amount here. Come on. Okay. Wow, a common chest.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Absolute horseshit. Was there really no way in from here? I was pretty sure I was being cut off by a wall to get to this The shrine. It almost feels like this is the entrance,
Stabilize.
but maybe it's story related. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it now, because I thought it would be as simple as like, oh, the entrance is on this side of the wall and you just go in here. But the only secret entrance I saw was like over here. And it didn't look like it went underground, so this, I don't know how to get to this. This seems like it's... Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say up or down, unless you're really far up or really far down.
Solidify.
Shadows of fate.
Hey, these look like... So it is down from here. Looks like it's directly in the rock below me. I just don't know how to get to it. Actually, what do you get from this? Oh, this has got to be story related. It doesn't give you any, Well, it gives you this, but it's like a one-time reward. Yeah, I don't know about it. So I'm gonna just go to a story mission. Now, where is this place? Oh yeah, the tree. When's Yae Miko come out? It's like, pretty soon. Bless you. So there's 2 days left of Zhongli and Ganyu. Any new tree unlocks? Oh, something. Nice. Alright. Story.
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed.
It was a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Uh-oh, yeah?
That's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
Oh. What?
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
Hmm?
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly?
The Gnosis is long gone, then.
The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm
Oh.
not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Why was the Gnosis in your hands?
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since.
So she was that powerful without that god strength. Without... Oh, god damn it. So fucking Zhongli gave it away for some unknown deal that he can't say. Venti had it stolen, like ripped out of his chest, and Yayamiko just gave it over to save us from getting killed by Scaramouche.
She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis.
No wonder we haven't seen the Balladeer since. Never knew I could fetch such a high price.
Well, what's done is done, and Paimon heartily thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about?
Oh, this is one of them moments. About the Shogun puppet.
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Still, there's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet.
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
Jesus Christ.
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness, until the Fatui took an interest in him.
Oh, hey, Leaps. Oh, I guess you didn't see the notification the first time. Thank you for posting it again. While you're here for the bay. Yeah, she's giving us lore dumps. I'm sorry, a puppet was a dude that the Fatui grabbed?
Not the Fatui.
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications.
Surely you don't mean...
The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis, and the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
So Scaramouche is a prototype Raiden Shogun that got his potential unleashed by the Fatui?
What a crazy story!
Yeah, he's definitely going to be a character in the future. I wonder how strong he's going to be, though.
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny?
About the former Raiden Shogun.
I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of Inazuma are aware of this.
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes.
Ball.
The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Jesus Christ. Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double.
Scaramouche basically the prototype assassin that's equally as sassy as the one in Samurai Jack. I think I remember what you're talking about.
Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto.
Okay, so Baal and Beelzebul are twin gods. So Raiden Shogun, as we know her, is A, who is Beelzebul. and Ball had a separate name called Makoto. There are so many names for similar looking characters right now. At least there's 5 for characters that may look exactly the same.
As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth. In fact, the name Ball and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
Several hundred years ago. Conria.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
Okay. About my brother?
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process.
Having met her, I don't believe she was the one.
That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Don't worry, we aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish you the best of luck. May you soon discover the truth behind it all. As for your brother's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it, and I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you.
About the next stop on my journey?
After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
By the way, the last 2 times this happened, I was talking with Venti, and then I was talking with Zhongli, so Raiden Shogun won't have this face-to-face with me, so I get Yae Miko. But the last 2 times I got to talk to the former gods, but I guess since she's still a god, she's still like, yeah, unattainable, out of reach.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best.
I have no more questions.
Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the Omamori I gave you?
Of course, I'll keep it in a safe place.
Keep it safe. Is that all you intend to do with it?
Excuse me.
There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
It's calling leaps out in chat right now.
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition?
To be reunited with my brother, I guess?
I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
Wonder if I'll get all the elements, including, like, Dendro, but then I get a vision for, like, an unknown element, like stars or something like that. And, like, Paimon becomes my vision or something like that. Become God. Story quests. Ah, I see. I've unlocked these now, I think. Well, now I have stuff to spend these keys on. It's nice. Right, and now I can unlock... Right, I can actually unlock Raiden Shogun's story quest. Of course, I haven't done any of these yet. Or any of these aside from Noelle and Diona. And even Noelle, I haven't done the second half of hers. Those take like an hour apiece, so I'm not... Wait, is that a hangout event? Hang on. These are story quests, these are hangout events. Gotcha. I was like, we're not getting a hangout event with Raiden Shogun. There's going to be story involved. Okay. Next mission. Let me try again. Oh, the next stop is out on that ship? Elements of corruption. Corporate business. I'm gonna become the Wolf of Wall Street. Razor is like the best. He thinks it's like being a literal wolf on Wall Street. Just like howls at people. Hello, dog. Oh, hi, doggy. I think I can get straight to it from this person right here. Oh there, youngster. So it's you. I suppose there's no point in keeping up the act then. Oh, this is... Oh, this dude was like, important. He helped run the city at some point, so that's your real identity. Shh, don't shout it for the whole world to hear. Other than the few people in the key post, there were people who know my identity can be counted on one hand. People have ever been made to choose between status and freedom. It's taken a lot of time and effort for me to preserve both, haha. But I too shall give up my seat as one of the Qixing one someday. The more freedom I experience, the more status feels unwieldy and clumsy. That he too can enjoy his freedom now that he's thrown off his yoke. About fishing? Fishing, you say? Well, it's certainly not a tool to hide my identity. I really do enjoy fishing. Fishing is how I quiet down and clear my thoughts. To be honest... you can... Of course I can see it. Here's... You could take today's catch. Oh, thanks for 5 fish. My favorite. There was a fucking place I could go to like get out to that... Oh, I'm... Wrong dock. Since I've been out to that boat, I can talk to somebody over here. Yeah, this guy. You want to go out to sea, catch fish? The Pearl Galley is where I'm bound. Ah, so you are to be an honored guest. Come this way, please. He did pretty well as a Wolf of Wall Street for a while, and that was with Midna's backer. Oh, look, 2 Zhonglis. My immersion is broken.
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these 2 your friends?
Yes, we had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair. and a pleasure to be around. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
Okay.
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous views.
Actually, he is... No one knows better than him.
We are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
The first Mora?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade
Dude's
with
voice.
the early nations of that time.
Yeah.
Today, Liyue holds the sole right to
It's
cast
just a
Mora
bunch
in
of-
the entire continent of
It's a bunch of young dudes doing old dude
very
voices.
first Mora should have been cast by the hands of the Lord of Geo himself
Thousands of years ago.
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance has been passed down secretly through the years as a kind of token. For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come to power.
No. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing.
Not such a simple thing. Yeah, he's definitely... It's definitely a voice he's putting on. It does not sound... it sounds weird.
Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, Mora is used in the mystic arts for its curious properties of weapon enhancement.
I think it doesn't fit the character design, is what the problem is. If this was like an old kind of crotchety dude, but this guy just looks like a young dude with a fucking goat, like a chin strap. Or not chin strap. Fucking, what is it called when it's just the chin? The, what is it called? He's eating his cheek. I forget when it's just the bottom facial hair. It's not goatee. Oh boy, that's gonna bug me. Either way, he's like a young dude. What is the facial hair that's just chin? What is just the chin hair called? Goatee? No. What is the beard just on the chin called? No, not goatee, you fucking shit! What is the facial hair under the bottom lip called? Soul patch! Yeah, it's a patch. Yeah, soul patch is the one I was looking for. Dude's got a soul patch. He sounds like a freaking 800-year-old goblin man.
The world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. My next historical treatise will boldly expound on the newest findings from my intense decade-long research.
Or maybe like a 200-year-old halfling.
That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst to enhance a dagger and a sword.
A dagger and a sword?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue, and the one who finds the sword may be crowned Liyue's sovereign.
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a convenient measure of a contract's value. Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same as all Mora, I suspect. It was simply spent somewhere.
I mean, he would know he is Rex Lapis. He's playing coy. Literal god who created money, and he's like, nah, I think the first one I created was just spent sometime. Always was extra neck. You could be the lady, but... yes, my lady. I believe the sword and dagger...
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand, lacks any evidence. How can you so easily dismiss the Lord of Geo's profound foresight?
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough. Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
Actually, he is.
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion, no?
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses. The model home he used to teach them was completely cast from Mora, correct?
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant, if not because of the mystical power that Mora contains?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora?
He can create money from nothing, so like that's so like I can literally make endless supply of this, so why not build something from it? It's like you're telling someone else's tale.
I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat? I mean, if it's okay with you.
Oh, she knows.
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they could be of some help.
I'm just here for a good story.
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. Let's go.
Also a bit of useless knowledge I learned the other day about assassins' teapots. She knows.
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet. Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god, but she encountered Morax one day in battle. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
What? No way!
This bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched
Teddy
for answers
thickens
for a
too.
long time.
God damn it. Hey, we're gonna have to play Danganronpa at some point. Or no, not Danganronpa. It's the other one, right? That is... Wait a minute, I'm mixing up something else. That was a different game. Oh fuck, what was it called? It was, Trigger Happy Panic... What the fuck was it called? No, not Persona. It's not Persona. Oh wait, it is Persona. There's another bear in... Danganronpa. That's what's throwing me off. Yes. Danganronpa has that black and white bear, but Teddy is a giant bear in Persona that says Teddy Thickens too. And for some reason I was thinking of the Danganronpa bear saying Teddy Thickens. I was like, I don't even know either of those games well enough to make an educated... Yeah. Teddy is from Persona. Correct. Persona 3? Maybe 4 too? You look a bit embarrassed, Zhongli.
No, it's just...
Meanwhile,
Where should I begin?
assassination story.
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time.
What do you want? Spit it out!
Put down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise, Paimon's reporting you to the Millilith.
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm
Hold
simply
up.
an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
Dude sounds like Roger Craig Smith. Google says he's from 4? Okay. I knew it was 3 or 4.
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation if you want to see it.
And it's not him, but it sounded like him at first.
I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be shared with the ministry. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhang Li, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhang Li as my own consultant while I'm in town.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes?
I think it's best to be cautious.
Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so I can help.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too.
Why?
This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one.
Bless you.
It will surely be of great help to us.
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too.
Well, that is quite enticing. All right then.
God of Salt? Isn't that just chat? Yeah, it's Twitch chat.
Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore.
Or any streamer playing Mario Kart.
An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what surprises we may find.
I need to be sure that this is the main story quest. Because it almost seems like it's Zhang Li's quest. I believe it is. This is Zhang Li's story quest, for fuck's sake. Okay, so hold up. We were in the middle. We were doing Zhang Li's story quest without me freaking realizing it. How do I get here? How do I get here? Do I need to do Raiden Shogun's story quest in order to unlock this? Hang on. Slumbering Court. Seirai Island, okay. Genshin, how to get to Seirai Island. How do I get to Seirai Island? After completing the Archon quest for Chapter 2. Prologue, you can begin Chapter 2, Part 1, play through the Immovable God and the Eternal Euthymia. Archon quest to unlock the rest of Imazuna region, including Seirai Island. Would I just go there? Can I just take a boat there? Maybe this island was cut off before an update. And I could have gone there this whole time. I guess we'll find out. I wouldn't mind continuing Zhongli's story quest, because I am interested. But that's going to be like a 2-hour ordeal. Or actually, no, those things are like an hour. But I would like to... If I have access to this place... Oh, this looks weird. Okay, I guess you could just come here. This place is crazy, though. What the fuck? Yeah, there's just like a fucking lightning vortex in the sky. Deja vu. I've been in this boat before. Well, it's a good thing I just looked it up. It's like, yeah, after you do the Archon quest, you're pretty good to go. Just go there. I probably would have been held back by some lightning storm wall or something. Let me get some shield just in case. Oh, there was an Electrocula somewhere. Let's see the region. Yeah, this fucking place. There's a boss here that I need to actually fight to get materials. I will explore most of this off stream, but I would like to check out the boss. Should be... Whoa. Is there a barrier here? Looks like there's a barrier.
Get out of here! Out of the way! See?
Oh, good, they're both here.
This is order.
Out of the way! I'm going in! Delved into destiny. Fate is upon you. Time to go!
Gather.
Take cover! Let me scry.
Okay. Can I? Oh! I can go through the wall. That is surprising. Oh, wait, no. You take damage going through the wall. Got it. What does the stone tablet have to say? There's probably a puzzle. Nope, don't climb it. And that which is different shall be illuminated all the same. Which one of these looks different? They all look pretty damn similar. Let's try turning them all off. Well, they all turn off. Well, I guess I can go over there, but it's gonna hurt. Unless there's a way to fucking deal with that. Treasure hoarders are here. Might be good if I can get a head start from a high place. So, okay, I believe the things I need to level Raiden Shogun are fruits that only grow in this chain of islands. That's pretty fucking cool. And also materials from a boss that's only on this chain of islands. Let's try going through here. Am I taking damage? I am. Cool. I can jump out of this? Oh, that would have been handy to know in that one area. You can jump out of this form. Well. Wow. All the way up here, huh? Go straight this way. Is there any of those plants that protect you from lightning? Oh, there's one. Right next to an Electroculus. Think I'll take it. Nice plant, think I'll take it. Another one? Is that a second barrier? No, this is whack.
Solidify.
Alright, y'all.
Order guide you.
I need to heal Zhongli up.
Decided by destiny. Higher, hands on fire.
I'm sorry, am I getting struck by lightning? Is that what's going on here?
Crumble. I will have order.
And that which is different shall be illuminated all the same. Yo, I'm getting riggedy wrecked. There's some crazy lightning going on here. I don't understand what...
Gather.
Everybody stand back.
Heal, please. I see. Lightning is striking and causing overload, which is doing something. Is there a plant nearby? Might need to teleport away from this shit.
Fate is upon you.
Gather.
Get out of here! Out of the way! Ow! See? This isn't good. Draw's over.
Stabilize.
This fruit is what I needed.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Order guide you.
Delves into depth. Let's light it up.
Uh-oh. Good lord, the lightning shit is throwing me off.
Let me scribe, written in the stars. Everybody stand back!
Just don't strike lightning next to me, that's all. Wow!
I will have order.
Okay, so using Bennett's ability here is slightly dangerous because, whoa! Lightning just tends to do so much fucking damage.
Even bedrock can be turned to dust.
Okay. Obviously, something needs to be done here in order to get rid of the lightning in this area. There's no way that they would have you do this and expect you to actually complete it. And I know for a fact that there is a boss fight here. So there's something I need to do in this chain of islands to unlock said boss, but I might need to hang back and do shit over here to maybe get rid of this giant barrier, and then maybe do something over in the closer area to get rid of this barrier. Either way, it seems like something I'll have to do off stream, because this seems annoying. And I'm not going to do that nonstop. Like, look at my fucking party's health. I'm usually able to keep them alive, but with unavoidable damage, I just don't see that happening. I don't even know if there's going to be a full revive for my party. We have so much hit points. Yeah, it didn't even take Zhongli back to full, because this thing only has 75,000 hit points to dole out, and it has to recharge. And Zhongli alone has 43,000 hit points, so that ain't happening. I keep my party pretty well healed, but there's no way I could deal with that for an extended period of time. Probably got farther than I should have, in all honesty. Oh, went immediately away.
Quake!
Something's up with these panels. And there's also a fucking switch on the building. Right here. That I can't press. This will require further study, further exploration, wandering about, but that's not typically what my Genshin streams are, because they tend to be very samey at that point, so I'd like to get the story in. Once I have something to show you, other than discovering this place for the first time, which is really cool, but it's dangerous as fuck, and I'm not gonna... I don't know where to start, so I'm gonna have to look into that off stream, but for now, let's finish Zhongli's first story quest. I was wondering why it was taking us back to Liyue. That didn't really make sense. And then when we ran into Zhongli specifically, and it was just like very focused on it, I was like, this has got to be his story quest, and not the Archon quest. The biggest mystery I'll have to figure out off stream is how to fucking survive
Really find anything valuable here?
in that area, in that area, and how to unlock the boss that's there. That I need to actually fight several times in order to get the materials for Raiden Shogun.
Huh? Paimon thinks it looks really grand.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all, and I don't even know where to begin looking here.
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be. if you wish to learn about the gods or the history of the Archon War. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here, piercing and crushing the overlord of the vortex. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago were much greater, both in number and in size. But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity, many of them have been completely swallowed by the sea. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the formation of Guyan Stone Forest.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at Guyan Stone Forest. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the Overlord of the Vortex have given those sunken objects a chance to see the light of day again.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich. I mean, rich with archaeological knowledge and historical value, yes? That's all I seek in life.
Sure, Fatui member.
Since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to split up and look.
Okay then. I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the expert here.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Jeez, what an asshole.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here. The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
Hey, peeps.
Out of the way!
Let's get to work getting everybody back up to full hit points, aside from Hu Tao. She can never be fully healed.
Shadows of fate.
Jeez. Okay, so do this.
Decided by destiny.
Alright. Good amount of healing.
Solidify!
Out of the way! Off we go, T! Delve into destiny. Everybody stand back! Written in the stars.
Order guide you.
I'm sorry, did you see the archaeologist dude over there just call down a fucking meteor and then make a giant spear come out of the ground?
Why are there enemies here?
Just a little sus.
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Whoop.
Light it up! Shadows of fate!
Solidify!
Delve into death. Teamwork is dreamwork! Fate is upon you. Time to go!
Accidentally canceled the quest, but I think I could still get to the area I need to. There's an apple on the ground. I'm good. Wait, it was back over there? Oh. Alright, these guys are really asking for it now.
This is order. Gather.
I'm going in! Decided by destiny! Draw's over!
Dude keeps getting like... Go in the water. So we found a treasure chest and a floating box.
They're gathering together here. But why?
Why indeed? These fucking
See
things.
that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract you. The hydromonic monsters. I have a contract and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them and recover the relic.
Crumble.
Remember this? Remember these shitty creatures from the water battle?
Take cover! Going in! Decided by destiny! Time to go!
It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
Yeah, they still do that, the water burst every now and again that hurts you a ton from a far distance away. Thankfully, the Zhongli's elemental geo stuff unlocking the water shield. Any more of these on the rocks? Yeah, some on this side. Hey guys, want to see something cool?
Rise.
Oh, ha, sorry. Didn't mean to spook you. Making a spear out of the ground like that? That's probably crazy. Hey, check this out!
This is order.
Anyway, I'm not the Geo Archon or anything like that.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
Wow.
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Oh, stop arguing! What in the world happened?
Check
girl
this fucking
just
shit
keeps
out.
bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back. Ugh, what a waste of time.
I've just been researching the God of Salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange?
One shouldn't lack general knowledge in their field.
And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
Isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way? This also matches the traditions of Liyue, does it not?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects. Let's have a look.
I will have order. It calls down a fucking meteor again. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh. What a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity at the time. The stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power. Perhaps it will be useful for research purposes.
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the gods, yes! This is good. Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hiring you. It's all mine.
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants of divine power on it?
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the God of Salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs. But you're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear, if I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
Well, he is here. No, you're trying to collect the strength of the gods.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? Why's that?
That's no teacup.
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber. So unless you want to mess with the Qixing...
Ah, I see. What a shame. It was of such high quality, too.
See? You do want to sell these objects!
But, so what? Why can't I pursue wealth both intellectual and material? Don't be so simple-minded. All right, then. No need to stay here any longer. I'm rather quite intrigued by the God of Salt, too, actually. Let's go to Saltarai next.
You never want to say that when the god you blasphemize is right behind you. Here, hold this. Crumble. There's got to be like a teleport you made over there, right? Oh, wow. Oh, hey, this is the thing I was wondering about. This will be good. There's a barrier that was blocking me off before that I somehow got past at one point. I know what it looks like down there, but I think I glitched it, and I shouldn't have been able to get down there. There's like waterfalls in a cave. Yeah! I'll fuck with this guy.
Let's light it up!
Yeah, climb the fence. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do. Hooch out.
Everybody stand back! Written in the stars! Higher, higher, hands on fire!
I will have order.
Stabilize. Gather.
Okay, so this area over here, I swear, I've been down here before, but you're not supposed to be down there.
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore, there's sure to be loads of valuable relics nearby.
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous lives under her protection. But this legend has been around for ages. With the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area, there probably aren't many valuable things left here.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew it was picked this clean before, I wouldn't have come.
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of Salt, which is actually how the area originally got its name of Salterai. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. Nobody has been able to break the seal.
Yeah, nobody's been able to break the seal, but I somehow got inside before. I couldn't recreate it.
I found a mechanism
This thing just
that
wasn't
seemed
here.
to be related to the seal, but when I undid the mechanism, the seal wasn't affected at all. So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the god of Salt.
Is it related to Rex Lapis?
I don't know. There's no concrete evidence. But I'm pretty sure the seal is meant to hide some kind of long-forgotten truth. The god of Salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shameful secrets to hide. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her killer, Morax.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do, though.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of Salt lie within this ruin, just waiting for someone to find them, right?
You weren't listening at all, were you? Ugh. Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside, nobody can get in if the seal isn't broken.
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal shouldn't be any trouble for him.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. Zhongli may not know all of its secrets.
I may know something about it.
What?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, they do in fact contain the secret to breaking seals. Let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wanyan just mentioned.
Okay, since Mr. Zhongli says so, follow me then.
Ah, shit. I'm a 1,000-year-old dragon. I've been around the oldest god. Why would he know about
Here it
this
is.
shit?
There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of Salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed.
Look for a spot from which the picture formed by the relics can be seen. Ah. Gotcha.
See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
What the fuck?
It's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
I'm going in!
Of course I know him.
Place
He's
seems
me.
familiar. I remember. I think there's some elemental monuments here. So you're saying they're related to all this? When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision accompany me. But when we lit up all the elemental monuments, nothing happened.
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time. but in a certain order as well. Otherwise, the seal will not be broken. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon War. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddles?
I think I've heard this saying before.
Certainly you have. And the contents of this saying are also related to the god of salt. To provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War, this benevolent god searched all across Liyue. At that time, with the chaotic fires of war engulfing the land, even one sliver of peace was a luxury. And that haven she eventually found is right here. Today, it is known as Sal Turai.
How sad then.
To the west, to the east,
This
to the
peaceful
window!
place was destroyed by Morax.
Okay, enough with these ancient stories. Now that we have the clue, hurry up and break the seal. Whatever happened doesn't matter as long as we can get inside that ruin.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north.
Down, left, right, up.
With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
Yep. Well, I also need somebody with Electro in the party. First, let's get rid of these little buggers.
Stabilize.
Come a little closer.
Order guide you.
Venture! Shadows of fate!
Hey.
Now that's what I call treasure.
Okay. Electro in the party. But just in case, let's not switch to a completely...
You're taking me out.
Yes, Lisa, we're taking you out. Okay, so... this one?
Gather.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Lisa, your sultry mistress.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east.
Did I go
Jueyun in
west?
the west,
Oh, down, right,
Qingce
left,
in
up.
the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
I always get east and west mixed up. You know why? You know why I get east and west mixed up? It's because I don't live on the east or the west. I live in the central, Texas. And so I never grew up on the west coast or the east coast. It was always...
Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
West!
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time.
That doesn't sound ominous. We is how I remember. It's a good way to remember.
I won't hold you back.
We is spelled W-E. W is first on the left. E's on the right. I can make this. So, this is what it looked like when I first came up to it. I just went down, I was like, ooh, this looks fucking interesting.
Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help us prevent the kind of senseless arguing between you two that we saw at Guyenstone Forest.
Okay. What is it?
I propose you two agree upon a contract. stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter, with only one object permitted per claim. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure. This will just be between you all.
I won't take any either?
Hey! Don't pass an opportunity like this up so easily!
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with this amateur archaeologist? No, absolutely not.
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious relics left behind by the god of salt. I can't accept this.
Well then, if the contract is not agreed upon, I will no longer serve as your consultant on this expedition. You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are hidden in this ruin, as well as traps.
You have the audacity to demand this. Okay then. Even half of the treasure in the long-sealed ruin of the god of salt should be enough to make a fortune.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be it. I just have one request, Mr. Zhongli. If we discover the truth behind the god of salt, you must judge it fairly, even if the truth harms Morax's image.
I can accept this arrangement. Well then, let's go.
Yeah, see a waterfall? And there's like some plants, and yeah, these little... I've definitely been down here before. I don't know how I got down here. But I've definitely been down here.
Solidify.
It was a glitch, I tell you. It was the first time I was in this area, too. So it might have been before, like, I unlocked the map, and it just hadn't... The barrier hadn't loaded in. Yeah, but I remember there's a lot of this core lapis, the yellow stuff. There's a few of these pools with fish and whatnot. Specifically these lotus heads.
Let me scribe. Let's light it up!
Solidify.
So Zhongli... Pardon me. Did he just follow me in the water? And kill himself? These aren't water slimes, so if they go in the water, they're gone. Zhongli's using a spear that gives bonus damage to slimes. So he doesn't even really need to do much to kill him pretty quick. Hey, what about you saying you wouldn't take any treasures?
Stabilize.
One man's stone is another man.
One man's stone is another man. I've already got those things, okay. Yeah, I remember getting here and going like, oh, this is probably a dungeon, and then I wasn't able to get to it. But I do remember this, the cave with the water in it. This I don't know, because this wasn't available. Recommended elements, Geo. Probably going to give me a second Zhongli. Water slimes melt in water. I think the ice slimes are able to like create ice to stand on, but those rock slimes that just fucking blew up like most enemies. Ooh. Bizarre looking statue that appears to be made of salt. I don't think these are statues, man. I think these people got turned to salt.
Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Duh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
Are they making a Gomorrah reference? Yeah, I think so. Sodom and Gomorrah. That Bible story. Where one city was being razed to the ground by God, and few people were told to get away, and they said, and God said, if you look back at me fucking up the city, I will turn you to a pillar of salt. And sure enough, that happened to somebody.
Order.
I remember watching like a movie or like a dramatic reenactment of that story, and like it was the dude's wife that got turned to salt, and like after she turned to salt, he like plucked her wedding finger off when it turned to salt. So he took like the wedding ringer back from her salt hand. Such a weird thing. Oh, this is made for Zhongli, by the way. They probably give you him so you can do this exact thing. He's transfixed in an earnest posture. No, perhaps he was also afraid? Yeah, these people got fucking smitten by the god of salt, I bet. And Zhongli had to step in.
Look at this! It's filled halfway with salt.
Wasn't Sodom and Gomorrah like, there was fucking... It was a bunch of, like, gay people, too. Like, I think there was some maybe not even subtext, but I think that's the reason that the city got fucking blasted by God, is that there was a bunch of people having gay sex. I could be completely wrong about that. Hang on. Why did God destroy Sodom and Gomorrah? Whether it was homosexuality or another transgression, such as the act of inhospitable behavior towards visitors, the act of sexual assault, murder, theft, adultery, idolatry, power abuses, or prideful and mocking behavior, that was the principal reason for God's destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. But there was something. It was the first thing that this mentioned when I googled it. Homosexuality. Had many things, yes. But that was one of the sins, in quotes. Homosexuality. And that stood out to me as a weird thing. But it was basically cities of sin. And instead of, flooding the earth like Noah, he said, like, let's just destroy the city. But one of the sins was homosexuality, which is a big yikes. Big yikes from the Bible there. Main thing that caused the cities to get razed was rape. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff on that list that I pulled up. Yeah, bunch of stuff. Adultery is one of them, too. Look at this, it's filled halfway with salt.
It just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god of salt was a god lacking in treasures.
Zhongli giving him the side eye there. See that?
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is also forever half full. That is to say, it is bottomless.
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt. The god of salt is powerful indeed.
Finally, after all that effort, I've found precious treasure. I claim this as mine. I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000 bags. I can sell it and make a fortune!
Hey! How can you use a relic of the god of salt for such a shallow pursuit?
Well, you wouldn't have to have salt mines anymore, I guess.
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the next object we find will belong to Miss Wanyan, according to the contract agreed upon.
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything be worth more than this rare find?
Since we have a contract, it's no use for me to fight with him.
Then let's move on, shall we?
Dude's gonna break his contract and Zhongli's gonna smite him. There's a lot of things I'd like to have endless of, but salt would not be one of them. I'd rather just buy salt. Dancing! It's a sin! Must be struck down by the gods.
Everybody stand back! Fate is upon you. See? With the wind.
Don't get fucked, I guess. That's a way to deal with those guys.
Rise!
Yeah, they definitely must give you Zhongli in this dungeon just to like, ooh, see how cool he is? Look at all the cool things he can do. Yo, what? Maybe I can get to it after this room. Yeah, that's my guess. Anyway, let's see what this treasure is.
Just a simple ruler. It doesn't look to be worth anything.
The other story I told you about that had a pair of people going through Sodom and Gomorrah, all the people were bothering and trying to sway the man into their homes, but the pair had a goal in mind.
This, if I remember correctly, this is some kind of measuring tool.
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power. When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt, much like a rising tide covers the earth. The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
What? That's even better than the salt chalice!
Well then, according to our contract, the salt ruler goes to Miss Wanyan.
They're about the same.
No, unacceptable.
Well-
I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should I get the short end of the stick? And this girl has been useless. Why would she get anything?
Oh boy. Here we go again.
While we're on the topic of useless people...
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
Oh boy.
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, I no longer need you. Let's not forget who hired who here. Why should I let you make the rules?
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, ones who break their contracts shall suffer the wrath of the rock.
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am from Snezhnaya. I
Will suffer the wrath of the rock. You may find it rather unpleasant.
Pay your dues.
Oh, this is him?
Order guide you.
Get out of here! Take cover! Shadows of fate. Yeah. Teamwork is dreamwork. Written in the stars. Time to go.
Solidify. You can't run from dead.
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin. Leave this place.
Oh, darn you! Just you wait.
Mm-hmm.
Some archaeological survey. He could only pretend for so long.
At least we had our guard up. I hope you never become as greedy as him, Paimon.
Hey, Paimon likes Mora, but Paimon doesn't do bad things.
Uh-oh. That's a... We'll see. Chose to stay at the inn, rather, and requested the keeper to make sure no one comes in while they stayed there. The keeper had one spare bed, and he didn't want to shack up on the same mat as the woman. Townsfolk managed to get a hold of the woman, and come morning, the man saw that he had defiled the girl with him. What he does after that is not exactly Twitch-friendly. Yeah, a lot of the Bible isn't Twitch-friendly, actually. I wonder if you did a reading stream, if you would be allowed to read the Bible.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, There are many other things that may tempt us to break contracts. When people see the object of their dreams, how many are really able to control their desire and follow the contract? I think we should be honest with each other now.
Huh? Be honest about what?
That in truth, not a single member of this archaeological expedition came here for archaeology.
Bet the Twitch officials be arguing nonstop about a Bible reading. I mean, it's technically a book.
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught but a few simple relics. However, you are an expert when it comes to anything regarding the god of salt. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in is the god of salt. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between generations at Yinyuan Hall.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out once I plucked up my courage.
So I wonder if her subtitle below her name, Wanyan, is going to change from archaeologist to something else once she admits who she is.
You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Chising, Yinyuan Hall of the salt industry. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Come to think of it, I've never heard you say Rex Lapis.
Oh, right! Now that you mention it, the people of Liyue very seldom use the name Morax.
It's keeping chat busy, but at the same time it's gruesome stuff. But the catch-22, it's stuff kids learned already from church. Yeah, I literally learned that shit in Bible school when I was 10 years old. I literally learned about Sodom and Gomorrah when I was 10 years old. And nobody's going to take a Bible away from you if you're reading it. When you're a child, usually.
During the war,
Especially at church.
assassinated our god out of envy for her power. He left us alone and lost in the world.
I wonder if there's got to be... I know that the Bible is already a heavily edited piece of literature, because, like, the Catholic Bible has a bunch of stuff that was taken out from, I think, the Jewish Bible? And then the Christian Bible added on to that with the New Testament. But I believe there has to be a version of the Christian Bible that is heavily modified to be kid-friendly, in quotes. Like, literally, like, entire chapters missing. There's gotta be. Oh, you didn't learn the second from church everyone was talking about. I think I remember that story. I actually went to Bible school for a while when I was young. It was one of those things. And I do remember that story that you brought up about the hotel and what happened to the girl during the night. Very vaguely. Very vaguely.
We hate him!
Oh.
But this is Morax's Liyue after all. And its history is written as he wishes.
Right, she still believes that Rex Lapis Zhongli killed the god of salt for some bad reason.
So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart. We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must judge this history fairly.
Naturally, of course. But I must add, Liyue is no longer Morax's Liyue. Come with me. All the answers you seek lie ahead.
There is a kid-friendly version. It's just called the Kid's Bible. I think maybe that's what I'm thinking of. And I might have even had a copy of that in my house growing up. I wouldn't say we were a strict Christian, but I will say that I spent more time in church than most of the people I went to school with. Zhongli's literally over here trying to say, girl, hear both sides before you cast judgment.
Gather!
I'm just gonna wait a second.
Quake! Gather!
Get out of here! Out of the way! Delve into destiny.
This is order. Crumble!
Look at that shield, dude.
Get out of here! Shadows of fate.
Just like beating him out of the room.
Stabilize! I will have order.
Zhongli's fucking meteor that he calls down charges faster than anybody else's,
Take cover! Adventure time.
or it takes less energy. And I think his energy recharge is kind of meh, and that's the trade-off. Like, I think they take, like... I think Mona's takes 40 or 50. Hu Tao and Bennett's takes 60, and Zhongli takes 40. Zephyr's so glad she didn't grow up with this shit.
This is a sword? Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the God of Salt had to fight back. Fight back against the evil Morax. But sadly, she was defeated. The power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power of the God of Salt.
It does look like something left behind after being defeated in battle.
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate relics. According to the contract, you can only claim one.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true. But Clement is no longer here.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true. You cannot take 2 relics at the same time.
This logic!
Zhongli, she seems like a good person, and no one is fighting over the treasure. How about you let this one slide, huh?
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the contract is not followed, then it is broken.
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the God of Salt cannot be restored. No matter what, I must be faithful to her. Even if it breaks the contract, I don't care.
Uh-oh.
So you are already decided? Then there is a price to pay for breaking the contract.
Zhongli!
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the rock.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. The God of Salt gave up her life to protect her people. My sacrifice is nothing compared to that. Punish me however you want. Just let me take this proof of my faith.
No, you can't hit her!
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. But, as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm afraid to say that the God of Salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the 7.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No. No! It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade? Then... this sword...
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying to test my faith in the god of salt.
As I said before, I only state the facts.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morax! Don't try to trick me!
Hey! Come back!
What you said is really true, right?
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. But the contract was broken. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find something that will leave her no choice but to face the truth.
Meanwhile, we don't get to take anything because we agreed not to take any treasure. Uh-oh. So you can't climb that normally, but...
Right!
Compensating for something? Big dick?
Are these statue thingies running? What will we find ahead?
Salt. And betrayal.
Seems to have been fleeing from something, no doubt suspecting that something terrible was afoot. Oh, we haven't had another respawn point in a while.
What are all these? What did they see? What did they do? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all that happened back then.
It's also hard to admit you're wrong when you're aggressively / passionately stood your ground of being right. Yeah, it's a little bit... there's a little bit of pride to it for a lot of people. He once held something in his hand, upraised in a pose of supreme effort. This must be the one who... Ground zero, no matter what was once here, naught remains but a single flower of salt. So this dude is the one that killed the god of salt. All these people were just in the crossfire.
This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
But what about these statue thingies?
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear. Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
Even if this is so, I can't! This must be a lie. A false history, all of it!
You're looking at it yourself.
Don't you dare try to shake my faith!
Yikes. Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time either.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing.
If Zhongli was murdered, everyone in this vicinity would turn to stone. Possibly there would be a gigantic fucking volcano that spouts from where he, like, died. Maybe like a world-ending Mount Vesuvius sort of thing.
Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, simply recognizing the truth is good enough for now.
You seem all too familiar with what happened to the God of Salt. You didn't just hear rumors about the way to break the seal, did you?
No, indeed. How sharp of you. Yet this is not a matter of wisdom, only age.
I have to wonder if that would happen at all now. Okay, so I don't think they would kill any character you can draw from. He gave up godhood, kind of, right? He gave up his connection to Celestia, which is like this fucking... which is like heaven, or the overseeing god, or some shit. I'm actually not 100% on what Celestia is in this world, but it's his connection. He still has power, although he doesn't have the power to create Mora anymore. It's weird, because Raiden Shogun still had all that fucking power, but she gave up her connection a long time ago. It's that island that you can't go to? Is that what it is? Oh, so I was getting fucking thunderstruck by Celestia? I don't know if... I thought Celestia was like where the cube person was. MiHoYo would absolutely kill off a character you could draw from. Not to the point where you couldn't play as them. And if they're so concerned about having two people in one place, I doubt... Celestia is a mysterious location that very few understand. It is a floating island that can be seen in the sky above Tevat in the residence of the god. It's the floating island. Oh, I thought you meant the lightning one that I was at. I was like, that's not Celestia. The floating island. The one that's changing places all the time. I'll try to find it in the sky next time I go outside. But I think that, yeah, their gnosis is their connection to that place. And for some reason, the Fatui wants all of the gods' connections to that place. They probably want to get there. My guess. They've actually done it before, but not outright removing character from play, only removing from the story. Yeah, in Honkai, which is not like an ongoing gacha game. It's a single-player experience, yeah? that doesn't have gacha elements? That's I know you've talked about this before, that they kill off characters, but that was in a different game. I don't think in this game that they've killed off any characters that are in the draw pool. So speaking of Zhongli's death, yeah, it's hypothetical. It's all hypothetical. There's gacha elements in the single player, but there's no money gacha. You don't have to pay for shit in Honkai Impact, do you? For a single player thing? Boy, I sure hope not. Other than the game itself. That's already a price.
Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also.
People of Liyue will understand that one day.
All right then. Now, would you like to accompany me in taking a trip to Guyanstone Forest?
Honkai is free, but there's microtransactions? Really? I thought it was a $60 paid experience. It's also in a free game that there's microtransactions in? But you're able to play as dead characters. That's weird. Well, they haven't done it in Genshin. Am I thinking of the wrong game? I thought Honkai Impact was some fucking... Hold on. So it's another free-to-play. I thought, for some reason, I was thinking of it as just a game that they made. And there's 3 of them. That's also what's throwing me off. It's something with microtransaction, but it's not an ongoing thing like Genshin. I don't think I know of a business model that's like that. Like a free-to-play game that has microtransactions but isn't like an ongoing daily checkup MMO style, like you have to keep playing to get the full experience. Like Genshin has like events and the story continues on and on and on and on and on.
Huh? What do you want to do, Zhongli?
I've misinterpreted and misunderstood what Honkai Impact is as a game.
Treading old ground. Telling old stories.
That makes me kind of not want to... If it's also gacha, I don't think I would play it. Free on Steam, can't play the third part, as I'm not sure on that myself. Yeah, I don't think I'm down for another gacha game in this style. This is already a lot to get into, and I would not want to split attention, because that's just a losing situation.
One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
Like, I couldn't play this and any MMO at the same time. I couldn't play Final Fantasy XIV and this, and it would just be my entire life. I have a job. I started streaming after getting off of my job. There's no way I could do that. Hey, a treasure chest. I was not expecting to get rewarded for this. Nothing to say about that treasure, Zhongli. Nothing to say about these books. Can I just teleport up there? Oh, thank Goob. I need to hang on. I need to stop navigating to this thing right now. I could have grabbed this while I was there, but I was too interested in checking out this shit. Is that a link to... That was you? Okay. What time is it? When are we thinking about starting on food, do you think? Okay. I'll probably stop right after we get done with Zhongli's story, which I don't think has much to it left. I might be done with story content, and I just need to explore that island off stream. I didn't realize that beating Raiden Shogun was the end of our current story. I mean, it makes sense. Go to Guyan Storm Forest and talk to Zhongli. Like up on this rock? Oh, up there. Ah. Hello, rock slime. Yeah, but basically, once I'm done with this story thing, I'm going to explore that fucking lightning island, see what makes it tick, how to explore it without dying. That's going to be a kind of important part. Try to unlock the boss, because I'll definitely want to fight the boss on stream, maybe in between doing some story quests. Because I still have a lot of character story quests and hangouts. Like, let me just see here. Let me count up the hours I have left of character and story content. So each of these are hangout events. These are 2 hours apiece. No matter what, these are 2 hours apiece. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Noel's got another one. So 14, 16, 18, 20. And then each of these are an hour. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, this requires quests? Some Luna Actor, Chapter 1? Huh? These require some quest I don't have available. Well, no, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 hours. 26 hours of only those quests. Was there a storyline for Lisa? Unfortunately, no.
Stabilize.
We did, or maybe there was, and I already did it on stream. We did go on a date with her. I'm not lying about that. We like bought her a gift and everything.
I'm going in! Decided by destiny! Toss over!
Solidify. This is order.
Let me scry. Get out of here! Take cover! Everybody stand back! Fate is upon you. Higher, higher, hands on fire!
You're still alive? Those can be, that can be a difficult situation when you have multiple different element mages with shields up. They can become a problem very quickly. Thank God we don't need her. Take us apart, Lisa! But we basically found out that she has a temper problem, and people are scared of her when she's angry about books.
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan Stone Forest. The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The salt chalice and salt ruler that she left behind should not return to Liyue. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming.
So what would you like us to do?
I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twist in its flow. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth.
I'd be scared of Lisa too, but not for the reason of books. She seems like she would be dominant.
Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear.
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Teyvat.
So that's why you wanted us to come with you?
Sounds like tough work.
Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Huh? Why do we need to throw them into the sea?
As I said before, this is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who the Jade Chamber most recently returned to this ocean prison.
You gonna make me physically throw the shit?
Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folktales remain. Osial, you and I were foes. But our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has
There's
left
the island in the
behind be
background,
yours to
Celestia.
subsume.
The ocean just became a lot more salty.
And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
Hello, Zhongli.
I will remain here for a while. I fear that moments of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer.
I feel a bit bad for the goddess Salt.
We did not measure right and wrong during the days of the Archon War in the same manner as we do today. Of course, as I am now, I only wish that she could have lived in a gentler time. I will remain here for a while. We did not measure... Of course, as I am now.
Weird. Did I skip it as he was saying, of course, and he said it again?
I fear that moments of reminiscence like we did not measure right and wrong during the days of the Archon War in the same manner as we do today. Of course, as I am now.
He said of course twice, and I thought I skipped something. Whoops.
I will remain here for a while. Though the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler do have power in their own right, they are nothing before Osial. If a day comes when he should recover his strength and return, I believe that even so, he will be defeated once more.
Zhongli's got a stutter.
I will remain here for a while.
What will you do now?
I fear that is a good question. In the past, I might have given you a most specific answer. But now... Yes, I suppose I will continue in my role as a consultant at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. But if this journey was to your liking, why don't you come along the next time I am seeking to preserve memories of Leo's past?
This must have been why he got 2 chapters. Because his stories are actually, like, very historical. So let's see here. Nope. Wait, there's a camera function. There we go. Hold up. I wanna... hide character. Can you change the... You can't change the time of day from here, but you can see the island in the background. I just wanted to get a good zoom in on it. Is there a... Wait, there's a... There we go. There it is. I think it need to be at a certain time of day to see it better. There's no way we don't go there at some point. Sure. Well, that was fun. So... This is the rest of Hu Tao's quest. No, maybe this is the rest of Hu Tao's quest. This... Butterfly's Dream. Ah, probably this one. So this is Xiao's, this is Hu Tao's. And I've yet to unlock this one. But Zhongli's next story quest... Raiden Shoguns, these 2 people. And then there's tons of this. Is it Skyloft? It might as well be. And it moves also, so it's not in the same place all the time. Now, is it behind the cloud or did it move already? Took my eyes off it for a second. I think it's behind a cloud. Maybe. That's not it. I wonder if I skip time. Like maybe go to noon. Not in this sunset shit.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
They're all dead. So the island is directly this way. I mean, there's a big chunk of map that's not being used over here. Perhaps this could be like a segmented part of the world that you can go to later on. None of this is available either. None of this is available. Ripe for expansion. We still haven't seen, like, 4 other regions. This is definitely a big area that could be something. Imagine if they cloned a Paimon to evil. I don't doubt that Paimon might actually get some sort of, like, evil plot hook at some point. Like, we still don't know what the fuck Paimon is. Right? We fished her out of the sea. And she doesn't say anything about her before then. Only that she's friends with the Traveler. But we fished her out of the sea, and she doesn't breathe water. She was drowning in the sea.
Welcome to the...
And we caught her with a fishing pole. So I don't know what to fully make of... she's also, like, greedy and gluttonous. So who really knows what Paimon is? But I doubt they'll just let it sit. Right? There's got to be some explanation at some point. I wouldn't even put it past them to make a full-blown character that you can gotcha Paimon. And either she'll stay the same size and be like a caster, or they might even like size her up to normal human proportions and give her a real weapon. She has weird visual similarities to the lady from the beginning. Who split you and your brother apart? Let me see. Hang on. I want to see them side by side. Genshin Cube God opening. Unknown God, Genshin Impact Wiki. Well, she does have white hair, gold eyes, the starry, sparkly scarf. Hang on. I would also say that matches the cape. Yeah, her sparkly scarf has like an astral thing. I think she is there is some like astral similarities, but so does what's his face that we met before moving to Liyue. Oh god, he was another character. You want him. The guy, the exact opposite of Lady, or like some minion. She's white hair. She's got like red motifs. Red and black. Let me just see here. Excuse me. It actually auto finished Unknown God Paimon. There's a screen rant page. Genshin Impact. Is Paimon really the unknown god? This character that was at the beginning of the game and was shooting red cube energy with Sheikah slates on him. This character. Definitely a weird being of chaos. She loves human pleasure like food and treasure. Doesn't seem interested in things like upholding the heavenly principles. If Genshin Impact's Paimon is the unknown god, she's doing a good job of pretending she's not, or has a bad case of amnesia. More likely that she could be an entity that contains a fragment of her power, considering a little size compared to the unknown god's statue. I would maybe believe that. I believe she may have a connection to the god. Okay, so she's got this crown thing, right? And this black sparkle. I don't know. It's just, I'm not... Okay, she's got this yellow thing, but then it turns red. Kind of the same shape here, this thing. I don't want to read if there's Paimon's namesake, though, cast out upon her once again. So in the real-world myth, Paimon is the name of King of Hell. And demons aren't typically associated with being good friends. It's worth noting, though, however, past Electro Archon's name, Baal, is also the name of a demon, and so is Raiden Shogun. Beelzebub, like Beelzebub, Barbados, and Morak. Yeah, all these names are like demon names. I was kind of putting that together, but I was like, okay, they're just going off of like Hellspawn. But Paimon is the name of a king of hell? Maybe she's a past Archon then. Maybe she's an Archon that we'll meet along the way that we didn't really know about. But that would connect her to being an Archon, or maybe being the king of all of them? This cube-like lady? Who fucking knows, right? I think they're making it up as they go. and they might go with a popular fan thing anyway. But yeah, as far as like the motif, she's got like this like pink like royal thing going on, and this person does not. I'm not seeing the same things going on. What's the name of the dude? Give me a sec. See here. No. By the way, this stream is basically done. I'm just looking something up real quick. Okay, the person I'm thinking of is Dainsleif. This guy has some astral blue motif to his design. You see this? Like in his cape? Oh, there's a Twitter post. But his cape has the same like sort of astral sort of stuff going on that I see in he is super hot. Sorry, I'm just like seeing a random comment on this. But the same thing that you see in Paimon's sort of scarf thing. So I see more. He doesn't feel like this. I don't know what Dainsleif is, but he seems to be closely related to your brother or whoever you didn't pick at the beginning. Which your brother is also from a different world, so it could be, I don't know. It might be related to just being from another world. It could be that Paimon is just otherworldly as well, just like you. Stardust or Seafoam, depending on your terminology. I know Mona has that same shit going on as well. Maybe not to that extent, but with her powers are very... You can see like the stars in her water.
Shadows of fate.
Like all of her stuff is based on astrology too. But I don't think she's like some god of a different dimension. She just knows water magic. But it's interesting to speculate. Yeah. And then the background here is all stars for all the characters, and then when you wish people, it's like wish you could bought a star. Maybe there's an astrology thing going on. And maybe that's all Paimon really is sort of a physical manifestation of that motif. Constellations and whatnot, yeah. For characters, the constellations. Literally, it's all star-related. Making me think that any sort of star-related thing that Paimon is related to that, and they haven't really written it out yet. I do not think that any concrete Paimon lore has been thought out to a great extent. They might write backwards and take some things that Paimon's done in the past and write around that to make it seem like they had it all, in the hand. But really, I don't know. I don't see the similarities between her and the Cube God, other than the white hair. But how many other people have white hair in this game, actually? Okay, Shinhe, that's 1. Ito, that's 2. Blonde or this kind of brown doesn't count. This is kind of blue. Is this kind of blue as well? A little bit. Yeah, that's kind of brown. That's kind of brown. Blonde. It's kind of like a purplish. Bennett's definitely on the white side of things.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Get fucked. Ning Wong's kind of white hair. Yeah, I don't think... There's not too many white-haired people, but it's not unseen. It's not unheard of. You think they're playing this out? No, I don't. No, not absolutely not. I think that's why they don't have a full game on their hands. They're going region to region. Bennett, please. Poor boy. Can't catch a break. He sits there for more than 5 seconds. He gets pelted with a rock.
There are still documents that need to be seen by the Commissioner.
Maybe 10 seconds. There it is.
Wow! Where did that come from?
Yeah, literally nowhere. There's nothing above you, dude. You got fucking pelted by God. Zhongli is throwing rocks from his high horse on Bennett's head when he's not looking. This should be funny. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the stream. There's you guys did quests for Inazuma here. Cool. Anyway, I'm gonna stop for now. We're gonna make some food. Gonna watch some fucking One Piece. We basically put off watching it for like 10 or so weeks, so now we're going to binge it. The idea of it being Zhongli is great. Yeah, it's because Bennett's ancestor broke a contract, and now he suffers the wrath of stone. That's why he's getting pelted with rocks all the time. But Bennett's luck is just, it's bad all around. Like, he'll trip on everything. It's Zhongli's project. Just like trying to find out. Yeah, he's an adventure team of one because nobody wants to join him because of his bad luck.
Let's go find some treasure.
See, that's not as, How long does it take Zhongli to say a thing?
There are still documents that need to be seen by the Commissioner.
Longer than I thought it would take.
Boats are made for
20
transferring
seconds.
commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
It takes him 20 seconds before he starts talking about boats. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the stream. My punishment for pulling Zhongli without too many wishes is that I have to endure his speech. Thankfully, his voice actor's good. And it's not completely annoying, it's just like all the fucking time. Why is this menu so laggy? I am looking forward to new regions, but I need to, I guess first explore this Lightning Death Island off stream a little bit. At least to a point where I can explore it more naturally and show off some cool stuff. Anyway, thanks for coming. Bye.